quote-unquote illusion solution. Then
yeah, I guess so.
Watch me right
Well,
on there. Probably Aegis at some point too with the Beast in front. And I think they can play really fast potentially.
3 for 1 rune trade.
Goodbye, Fade.
Advantages to the side of Boom, but Fade is in a spot between a rock and a hard place. Right next to the Roche pit. He's going to get one little anchor smash. If he can get the deny, that'll be huge. Oh my goodness. It looked like Roche was trampling him a little bit. Tims is taking quite a bit of damage. Roche is absolutely mogging him right now. But yeah, that's quite a favorable matchup for that Leshrac.
I think it's pretty even actually because Pango has shield crash, right? It's quite okay. I don't think it's anything matchup. I think the whole point of this Lash is just a lot of magic damage. Right? Keep in home. Oh my god. What they want. They want to play it pace. They're like, okay, you have TB Tide Hunter. We're not gonna go super late game with you. We have this beast already. We're gonna speed things up. Speaking of speed,
I'm on this move. Both supports ahead of the curve here. I thought that I'm a bit closer to the 6 minutes, but everyone just trying to get the jump on each other.
Oh god, it's
Meanwhile, bot lane Fade again. They're doing no damage. They're doing no damage. They'll stun him now. Little bit of a pickle. One more anchor smash to reduce some of the auto attacks coming up from Jack Boys, but he's got a brief fire. Another
inventory that would have been giga sad. Big Nam making the move up here.
fading out onto Tims, but I just have to be a trade out. Laser prevents any damage coming out from jabs. And
on the left, letting Tims get a little XP up here.
they're looking at Fade again. Up that dragon form. Fade just hit that level 6, but surely, I mean, you don't ravage for this. You just accept your fate and die. That Ags on jabs. Looking at the early Kaya from the Lash, I'm not the most familiar with Leshrac build-ups. Do you still sort of go that Atos early on? Mid lane? Yeah, I mean, these edicts are just gonna... Lashers go for the Atos to set up their own kills. It doesn't seem like he's building that for now. Fade, the bot lane, defense matrix, saving the situation a bit. Speed, a bit late with laser first. Might have prevented the Tidehunter from dying. Meanwhile, top lane, they're looking at Yamsun. Raw out. He can't get the Sunder off, man. Where's speed from?
I don't know. It's from Aisho. That's his name, Aisho Speed.
Oh my, okay. Alright.
Speaking of Aisho.
Yamsun's gonna show here and Yamsun's gonna die. No longer showing, he dies. He's buried in the ground.
No one's showing in the top lane, but Wildcard don't seem to know here. They're gonna show Fade.
Fade shows.
Goodbye, Fade.
It might not be showing much longer. Drugs off the global silence, but another -1. He is not... Okay, whatever. I mean, game is still very much in the advantage of Boom. It's been relatively low kill so far. They're looking towards the Terrorblade. Okay, they just jump forward, pull him onto Amel. Sunder's available, but the magic damage and the Bloodstone, the heal is there. Jabs is going to collapse in as well. Gone goes Big Nam, and Tinker can't even connect to get them any sort of heal whatsoever. Fade. Oh no, not another -1. Not another -1. Someone get him out of there. Oh, the last little shreds of his brain. And gets stunned. -1. -1. It's tough. Mega kill streak. Speed is going to go down as well. They just hunt down everyone on Wildcard.
To take an advantageous fight for a while.
That's so crazy because it's only 20 minutes in the game. Blink up to the high ground, toss back. Tims, no fear. Big Num, snowball save. Global comes out a bit late, but not late enough. In comes the Raw on the back line. Jabs has already collapsed upon them. Ravage in, controlling up the Beastmaster. It's Jabs in a little bit of trouble now. He doesn't really have the backup, but he has a second life. No, he's not concerned about a thing. You've lost both supports already, and Yamsun has to retreat.
A jump without global. Once Fade gets this dagger, they definitely can. Never mind. Go back top.
They've mapped out this poor Terrorblade. Raw, Axis, Jabs is unstoppable. Top of the net worth 9 on the Terrorblade. No, there's way too much of Boom. They'll run into heroes now. Jabs blinks forward, BKB. Watch yourself, nice shots. That's the TP out. He's gonna die anyway. Okay, come back.
I don't know if you want to hit the tower, guys.
They're gonna try. No Beastmaster, no problem. Amel and the gang still gonna charge forward. You need a Ravage, but the BKB comes out. Global silence, no Sunder. Still the reverberating silence means that no Sunder even with your Manta. Meanwhile, sideline, they're able to take down Tims. Overall, it's a pretty decent trade, all things considered, for the side of Wildcard. Except for the fact you lose your carry, that stings a little bit. If you lose a bit more, that's good. Yeah, well, okay. Well, speed's dead. Ooh.
Oh, there's a ping coming out. And Jabs is doing something.
Jabs is killing RCY. Nice little snowball save, but still, the drum beats, they do too much, and now the Roche, the jig is up. Jabs TPing back here, he spots them out. Not sure how, but they had an inkling, they had a clue that this was just his personality. Okay, well, Wildcard, they're gonna have to come out with something in this game. If not, it's gonna be one game away from elimination for them. Initiation onto the Tinker. Global silence to cover. Rolling Thunder trying to disrupt the back line, but there's not much else that can save this Tinker from the tree coming in and Armel hunting him down. That's speed out of the equation. They have a pretty interesting setup with Fade behind the team of Boom right now. I think he knows. In comes the Ravage, but it basically hits nothing. You've lost your Terrorblade. You buy back. GG is called. That was the Hail Mary, and that was not really a good
able
look.
to buy pipe, which is not too bad against their heroes. I think Orchid's pretty nice too. I think he just died in lane, right? Just stun and dagger. So we can die. Jabs.
Well, this is certainly a way for Wildcard to get rolling. Jump in with the toss. Speed is going to land right on top of that watermelon here as well. Even though Yamson made that rotation, he's the one top of the net worth right now. Feeling very good about the way his game has started. Meanwhile, top lane, Amel will mirror that rotation up there and get the kill onto Fade for that PA Battle Fury eventually, right?
That's true. I mean, they're moving up here. I mean, speeding up Ty's dagger would be nice too. Jab would be nice.
Ooh, silence onto Jackie. It's perfect. The setup is there and they'll drop the golem as well. That's exactly what you want from Warlock gameplay, especially early on. Does have the supporting pieces to help him out though. Nice little Invis rune. RCY gets the connection on Zhao trying to find his level 6 in the mid lane. You want some sort of resistance against the magic burst from the AA Cottle Storm. Yeah. Not waiting for that timing. They toss in Big Num. Uh-oh. In comes Jabs ready with the Ravage. Silence is nice. Allows them to drop the rock and Armel will go down. Not really what they wanted. They thought it was going to be a freebie onto Big Num. They lose their Storm Spirit mid instead. So much for getting him back into the game. Now Jabs in a little bit of precarious position. The way this Tidehunter is set up, they don't have the damage to kill him off. A couple more slats on the Golem, but nothing much else to be found. RCY low on the mana department as well. Look at this ancient apparition gameplay. He's literally... Oh, no. That's unlucky. Just around Ice Blast. Okay, well, there's no one around to really capitalize on this. So just tossing it out before he goes down. Nice little D-ward there. He'll now know that there was some semblance of vision on him in the lane. Both of these teams are one series away from being eliminated. So again, you can understand the hesitance, but in comes the Ice Blast onto the Roche Pit. This is scary now. In comes Armel looking for the connection, dodging out on the Golem here, and Jack Boy starting to go to town. Thunder forced out, but Fade is going to drop. This is what they were so scared of, Wildcard. They lose 2, and it might be a 3rd. Speed is going to fall as well. And the Wildcard heroes, I guess you were right. Didn't seem like they were ready, but they're still sticking around. It just so, but
then Yamsu's not built for damage. Imagine if you had BKB Dacha or something like that, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I can give you that one. In comes Jazz, Fat Ravage onto 3, saving out onto Tim's. And RCY, this is a tiny with no BKB. He has a glimmer from Yamson helping him out, but no Sunder. The Terrorblade on the high ground stopped in his tracks, and now Jackie got to try chasing him down as well. Fate doesn't have a TP though. He TP'd to this fight. He's gonna slowly but surely get run down. In comes Armel with the zip. Sunder onto Jackie, but the Ice Blast on his head means that there's no escape. 2 kills now. Wildcard.
Yes, Sage though, 3k HP. I don't know if you can do this though. Jabs is in.
Jabs is in onto Big Num. Just wary about the rest of Wildcard who just leave Big Num for dead here. You know that's done. Have to TP back to defend some of those waves coming in. It's a bit of a weird situation. Instant Ravage. RCY is toast. He doesn't stand a chance there. As a buyback, but the BKB is still running. They'll blow up Big Num to boot.
Boom, I think they know though. They're still holding his hill. No Ravage. Jabs on the front line. Can they kill this Tidehunter? He has the use for the break.
And tossed up. The Yules, he gets it off. The rock comes out too late and onto the backline goes Armel. He is fully healed by the Infest Jack Boys with the save, and now Big Num, that's going to be a dieback on your Muerta. Looking at Yamson as well, leashed up, Athos up. Where you going? Your Glimmer Cave ain't going to save you now. You got a Sunder on the Terrorblade, holding it for the very last moment, but he can't even get in range. Still finds the save, holding on to Yamson's life for a moment. But there's not much else that can be found. Fade here, getting used up and set up on by the rest of Boom. They finished off Speed, and Fade drops as a result. 2v5 situation, a flawless game. Boom, and then they just waited and waited and waited, and now there might not be a tournament left to play. Yamson,
Tim's
glimmering up. Got the catch on him. They catch a glimpse of this PA. He's eluded them for most of this game. Now, he won't be able to run any longer. No more hiding.
Time murder, man. Feel like they were strong enough to be able to push their lead. This TV went for Orchid. A bit of a fighting deal to hold that card.
Flat out on the Ravage. Yamsun, he's not even going to get a Sunder save off. Blink back up to the high ground because of that BKB. Managing to get out for now. This might be a decent fight, but the Ice Blast coming in. He will toss back Jams, but he's so tanky. Get the Sunder off. It was a bait from Fade all along. Jams will go down. This could be the opportunity that Wildcard were looking for, but not if Yamsun goes down. He needs to be so careful. Still being healed up by the Warlock, but there's Jackie with the final few touches. Will finish off the PA, and that might just seal the deal. Onto Wildcard. Toss back onto Fade. Is that what you want? Jackie in a little bit of trouble, but getting the Infest off again. He's fine. And boom, they'll be completely fine here. Not even losing a single hero again. And GG is called. With that, we have to say goodbye to Wildcard. We have to say goodbye to NA. But boom, they'll live on.